Welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you, students, for getting up early during midterms and showing up. And to our wonderful neighbors and everybody who's able to join. Thank you to all the people who are all over the world, frankly, on Zoom right now. This is quite a surreal moment. We are going to start our ceremony with reciting psalms for the safety of all the Jews around the world at this very important moment in the history of the world. And we're also going to be giving out tzedakah. It says that the mitzvah of tzedakah, of charity, is one that breaks all boundaries and is able to really transform the physical reality. So please make sure that you have in mind all of the people that need healing and safety and to come back to their families. I'd like to invite Nat Zucker, to recite the Tehillim with us.
All right.
Start with chapter 20.
Lamnatsea mizmor leDavid, Ya'ancha Adonai beyom tzara, Yisageva Shem Elohei Yaakov Yislach, Ezrach mikodesh umitzion, Yisadecha, Yizkor kol min chotecha, ve'olatach, Yadashne selach, Yetein lach, Hilvaveach, Vechol atzatach, Yamale narana. V'yushatecha uvshem Eloheinu nidgol Yamale Adonai kol mishalotecha. Ata yadati ki choshia Adonai meshiho ya'anehu mishmei kadosho bigvurot yeshea yimino. Ele barechev ve'ele basusim ve'anachnu b'shem Adonai Eloheinu nazkir. Adonai Hoshia Hamela Ya'anenu B'yom Karenu Hema Karu V'naflu V'anachnu Kamnu Van Todad. Now, chapter 122. Shir Hama'alot LeDavid Shamachti Be'omrim Li Beit Adonai Nelech Omdot Hayu Raglenu Bish Araich Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim Habnuya Keir Shehubrala Yachdav Sheshem Alu Shabbatim Shivteya Edut LeYisrael Lechodot Leshem Adonai. Ki Shema Yashvu Kisot Leminspat Kisot Lebeit David She'alu Shalom Yerushalayim Yis Aish Layu Ach Ochavayich Yehi Shalom Behelech Shalom Yerushalayim Shalva Ba'arnotaich Lama'an Achai Vereai Adabrach Na Shalom Bach Lama'an Beit Adonai Eloheinu Avaksha Tovlach.
May our words of prayer really transform the reality on the ground. I'd like to invite my better half, whose blood, sweat, tears, and endless hours have been going into this moment for the last 11 years. Rabbi knows how to cry, guys.
So 11.5 years ago, Dahlia and I, we had a dream. It was an ambitious dream, and maybe still to this day, people say it was a naive dream. But we were young then, and we believed in ourselves. And we decided that we're going to come to Vassar College. I don't know if the nickname is known anymore for the younger students, but it used to be called the Godless Vassar. That was its nickname. And we had an ambitious goal to come and start a Jewish Student Center here. And it definitely was challenging moments. We started out We moved here, we knew no students, we had no donors, we had no support system. But with a lot of hard work and support from our alumni and parent communities, we've been able to build, thank God, a beautiful, supportive community. However, the development of a warm, non-judgmental community has created a problem. We no longer have adequate space for the growing number of students involved in interested in exploring their Judaism. But today we have started to solve that issue. We have begun to revolutionize Vassar Jewish students' experience, but we need your help to finish what we are starting today. A few weeks ago, we read in the Torah portion entitled Truma, all about the first Jewish building, the traveling tabernacle, or the Mishkan in Hebrew. God understood the importance of having a central location for the Jewish people to be in community, to laugh together, to cry together, to learn together, to explore together, and now more than ever, to just be together. And God encourages the Jewish people with this verse, "And you shall make for me a temple, and I will dwell within them." Now, many scholars are troubled by the inconsistent grammar in this verse. The two halves of the verse are referring to one item, the temple. Yet the first half refers to a singular object, the temple, while the second half employs the plural, them. So what is this powerful insight that this strange use of language can teach us? A person spends most of their waking hours making a living, or trying to make a living, or being worried about making a living, so that they can provide for themselves and their family. And at times, the rat race of life can make us forget about our divine mission of sharing kindness and making the world a more spiritual environment. Yet when a person gives of their time and their resources to build a physical structure to house a Jewish institution, God promises, "I will dwell within them," that my holiness, my calm, my peace will radiate within their lives. Not only will my presence be felt in the building by those who come to celebrate their Judaism in its four walls, but my presence, says God, will be felt in the lives of all those who help build the building. So thank you to all of those who have gotten us this far, and thank you in advance to all those that will help us finish.
I'd like to invite a dear friend who quietly and persistently pushed us through a lot of the walls that were set up in our journey here. Professor Mark Smith.
Thank you, Dahlia. I was asked to reflect on the last 10 years and to do it in 2 to 4 minutes. It was sometime during the spring of 2014. The computer science department was still housed in the basement of the old laundry building, which was located right behind College Center and the retreat, where I would often go for lunch. It was there at the retreat during lunchtime when I first met Dahlia, David, and baby Menachem. We had never met, but I looked up from my table and saw a woman with her 2 young children walking toward me. Okay, Menachem wasn't walking yet. We were strangers, but there was something familiar. Dahlia introduced herself to me, and I introduced myself to her, and I went to shake her hand, and we know that didn't happen. But then I knew why she was familiar to me, and maybe because of that, Dahlia knew I was Jewish. Or maybe she knew on first sight. And our introduction just confirmed it. Regardless, she must have trusted me right away because she asked me to watch David for a few minutes while she attended to Menachem. So there I was, sitting at a retreat round table with David, who didn't know me either. But when Dahlia returned, she offered to introduce me to her husband, Rabbi Daniel. who was just on the other side of College Center. And I was thinking, your husband is a rabbi? Don't misunderstand, I've met rabbis before, but not on the Vassar College campus. Anyway, when we met, that's when I first became aware that there was a Chabad on campus, or just off campus anyway. And since that day, I've had the pleasure and privilege of watching the impact of Chabad on campus grow and mature. They did it one mitzvah at a time. A challah here, matzo ball soup there, bagels from Brooklyn, office drop-offs, home drop-offs, care packages during study week. They did it one person at a time, putting on tefillin, studying Torah. One gathering at a time, blowing the shofar on the quad. My everlasting challenge, keeping a yarmulke on my kippah. Okay. One gathering at a time, blowing the shofar on the quad, the super ultra mega Shabbat. Yeah. Campus menorah lighting, we've gotten to do that twice. Bringing a sense of home and the Jewish community to campus, bringing the campus into their home. Chabad on Fulton, the Chabad house, or just Chabad. And in these difficult, challenging times, never has having a strong Jewish community been more important, or the importance more apparent. The work Rabbi Daniel and Dahlia have done to bring us together, to talk, to comfort, to listen, to educate, to empower. I looked it up on Chabad.org. Chabad is a Hebrew acronym for the three intellectual faculties of Chokhmah, wisdom, Bina, comprehension, and Da'at, knowledge. There we have it, wisdom, comprehension, and knowledge. Rabbi Daniel and Dahlia have opened their home, Chabad on Fulton, to the Vassar community, which has grown and now outgrown their first house. And with no end to future growth in sight, we have all gathered here today for the groundbreaking of the new Chabad house at 150 College Avenue. Rabbi Daniel, Dahlia, Mazel Tov. Emotional rock.
One of the things that we pride ourselves with on this campus is being available to every student at every moment where they are. I'd like to welcome Ari, who's become part of our community, and we're so incredibly appreciative that came.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ari Crane, and I'm a first year from Menlo Park, California. I also play lacrosse, as Rabbi would like to mention a few times. I'm the resident lax bro. But I mean, beyond that, I want to talk briefly about my experience with Chabad and how it's really changed and helped me, and especially in the fall semester and now building a longer relationship this year. I first signed up to be involved with Jewish life because of a $350 stipend, of which I never received because I never earned it. I never earned it, but it was so much more than that. I think one of my friends came and talked to me and was like, "This would be really cool," and we're both Jewish, and I really wanted to reconnect. But when I started going to each weekly session, I started talking with rabbis, started meeting other students, I started to gain friends in the Jewish community. It was always so much more than that. And for me, it became more than those sessions. It became meeting with rabbi in retreat. It became talking with rabbi about my struggles, confronting anti-Semitism. It became having a group of allies on campus. It became, attending discussions and learning more about myself and my community. And so, while the first thing that piqued my interest was a $350 stipend and connecting with my Jewish self, I promise it is so much more than that. I'm so grateful for Rabbi Daniel and Dahlia for opening your home and for everything that I have gained from Chabad on Fulton. And now I'm super happy for you guys and super excited for this new project. So thank you for always being an ally, a mentor, and a supporter of mine, and I'm forever grateful. Thank you.
Thank God that I was hanging flyers before the semester started, and was able to casually bump into a Jewish parent who noticed that the flyers that I was hanging were Jewish. And through that, I was lucky enough to meet one of the pillars of our community, an incredible person who continuously teaches me how to never give up and face my challenges. Reese.
Hi, my name is Reese, and I'm a sophomore from Toronto. I got involved with Chabad as soon as I arrived here at Vassar. From the first time I met Dahlia, Rabbi, and the kids, they were always so welcoming to me and became a great support system. Coming to Vassar was a difficult transition for me, especially being one of few Canadians here, and Dahlia and Rabbi helped me get through it. The Chabad community of students has and still is extremely supportive to me. The Chabad House has allowed me to have a place off campus to come to whenever I need a break. I have spent countless hours with Dahlia, Rabbi, and the kids whenever I've needed some time away. I have loved spending every Shabbat dinner this year, have not missed one, at the Chabad House, getting to watch our community grow and make new friends. The Chabad House has also been a place where I've gotten work done, or has been a place I've used to distress before an exam. Without the Chabad community, I also would not have been able to practice Judaism since I cannot go home for any of the holidays. I'm incredibly grateful for this new community for every aspect of my life. Now, with a new space, myself and others will have an amazing environment in which to do work. We'll be able to spread out more and hopefully be more productive. I'm also happy it's significantly closer to campus. Although I don't mind the walk, sometimes in the cold, it is not the most fun. This new Chabad House will also give the chance for our community to grow even more because it's more open and there will be more space. Dahlia, Rabbi, and the kids, I wanted to thank you for everything you do and have done for me. I am so excited for this new space.
The one, the only, Hannah. Without you, this place would be nowhere near where it is. When Hannah showed up curly-haired and with zero experience outside of a modern Orthodox Jewish community, she was in for a surprise. And the Shabbat dinners were really tiny. But here we are, overflowing every week. Much, much in thanks to her. L'chaim.
Aww. I did not print it. Hi, everyone. For those who don't know, my name is Hannah Levine, and I'm a junior, which means I came to campus the year after COVID. When I first got here, Dahlia, Rabbi, and all the Sanoff children opened their home to me. At that point, we had very few people coming to anything, actually. I don't know if people know this or remember, but we used to have one big table that we would use for Shabbos dinner, and we would all fit. Through the months, slowly but surely, more and more people started coming, and that table no longer fit everyone. I remember sitting at Shabbat dinner once, worried about what was going to happen when we have too many people and not enough space, because we all know that no one gets turned away here. A year ago, I heard about the plans to expand the Chabad House, and all of my fears disappeared. We're finally going to have a space that doesn't have the pillar blocking your view of everyone at Shabbat, or a kitchen where you bang into everyone trying to get to the sink. But most importantly, we'll have a space to come, relax, meet friends, and when we need a break from campus. So I want to make a toast that the new Chabad House may embody the same wonderful ideals held by our lovely Sanoffs. Everyone is welcome, everyone can come, and everyone has a space to be themselves.
Don't smile. As we conclude this ceremony, I want to do two things. First of all, I want to thank the person that is the reason we're all standing here. I want to thank the Rebbe. The Lubavitcher Rebbe set out to this world with the mission of transforming the Jewish experience across the globe. It was right after the Holocaust, and everybody thought he was crazy. There are 5,783 Chabad houses across the globe. We are part of that incredible chain of light. At this very, very special moment, people kept asking me, do you believe it? Are you excited? I don't really believe it just yet. Probably in a couple of months when the walls are up, it'll feel more real, and I will start thinking about how to manage a 5,000 square foot home. At the same time, I'm unbelievably grateful and indebted to the Rebbe for setting up a Chabad house as a franchise. The support that we get is from every single part of our community. The Chabad house doesn't have any central funding from headquarters. The Chabad house doesn't have a salary for Rabbi and I. Every dollar, every matzah ball you eat, every brick that gets laid on this building is thanks to you, the people on Zoom, the people present, and the people who are not here but wish they could be. Without you guys, we couldn't do it. And it's so meaningful to be able to be here. We're so grateful to the incredible donors that have already raised and supported us with $1.1 million of this project. We still have $600,000 to go in order to get this place up and running. Hopefully by the fall of next year, not this coming fall, the fall after that, and in Mike's dreams, maybe by the spring before that. So this is the moment where I'm turning to everybody right here on this dirt, on Zoom, across the world. Rabbi's going to be calling you, your parents, your friends, your grandparents, going to be calling our alumni and asking for your support. To get this project to the end, we need your help. L'chaim, let's go enjoy some bagels.